Hello guys. Uh, in the series of documents that we are studying that are being uploaded in PIB website, another document I have taken that's something related to M.A.N.A.V. Okay, what is M.A.N.A.V? That is our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's human-centric AI pitch or uh, the thought that artificial intelligence shall not be blindly driven by the data sets, but the artificial intelligence has to be human centric, means it has to give uh, first importance to the human beings, and it should be keeping in mind the human sensitivities, human concerns, etc. It should not outgrow the human being. That is the fundamental idea. Okay, right. The things that are there here are very important, because here you are seeing or you are studying AI, artificial intelligence, from the point of view of ethics and human interface. Okay, technological aspects we have seen in some other videos, some other sessions, the guideline or the impact of the artificial intelligence that we have understood. In this session, we are trying to understand AI, artificial intelligence, from the point of view of human beings, ethical perspective or human-centric perspective. Okay, so this is also very important discussion, and you should know threadbare about this type of discussion. Okay. So you know very well, India AI Impact Summit is taking place in India. Okay, through this summit, India is bringing together technology leaders and policy makers across the globe to deliberate on the future of artificial intelligence that we have seen. You see, these discussions reflect and they help us shape AI in a manner that humanity at its core. It's not simply driven by the data sets, but it keeps humanity at its core. That is the fundamental idea. Right. If you see India's standpoint with respect to this one, we are one-sixth of the world's total world's population. We have largest youth cohort globally and one of the most dynamic technology talent pools. Uh, in in this way, we stand both as a creator and a rapid adopter of emerging technology. Okay, right. So during this session, the in the AI Impact Summit, our Honorable Prime Minister, he outlined a nuanced approach to AI, not an autonomous force, which is solely driven by data and algorithms, but as an extension of human aspirations, ethics, and dignity. You remember this line is very important. Okay, so what is artificial intelligence? It's not just an autonomous force driven only or solely by data and algorithms, but it is an extension of human aspirations, ethics, and dignity, which means AI should not outgrow the human beings, and it should not leave that human centricity. Okay, that is the fundamental aspect. Okay. Further, he has coined an acronym, and he has given human-centric vision uh, to the AI by saying that it should be M.A.N.A.V. AI should be reflecting M.A.N.A.V. Okay, what is M.A.N.A.V? Okay, M.A.N.A.V is this is a combination of technological advancement or technological progress, which is in harmony with the societal values. That is M.A.N.A.V. The societal values are moral and ethical systems, accountable governance, national sovereignty, accessible and inclusive AI, and valid and legitimate systems. So, M.A.N.A.V is an acronym of 5 pillars of human-centric artificial intelligence. About these 5 pillars, we will discuss elaborately in this document. So, M.A.N.A.V is an acronym of these things. Remember, once again, we will remind ourselves these societal values that shall be there in artificial intelligence. What are the values? Moral and ethical systems, accountable governance, national security or sovereignty, accessible and inclusive AI, and valid and legitimate systems. Okay. Moreover, let me tell you, this document tells that Indian government has already taken measures to fulfill all these societal values or incorporate all these values in the AI segment. Okay. Right. In this way, India's mono vision is not merely a conceptual framework articulated by the Prime Minister, but it also reflects an ongoing national commitment to building a strong foundation through coordinated programs and policy initiatives. So each and every pillar we are going to see and what government of India is already doing to achieve them or to realize them. Okay. These measures that have been taken by the government, they translate guiding principles into actionable outcomes across education, digital infrastructure, governance, and innovation systems. Okay, you see, anchored in inclusivity, security, and the public goods, these principles or these values, they ensure that India's AI strategy remains both forward-looking and also socially responsible. Okay. So one by one, all the five pillars we will see, and also we will see what government of India is doing to achieve them. Okay. So the first pillar of M.A.N.A.V is, or it underscores that AI must be rooted in moral and ethical systems. Okay, we have seen that already. The AI systems until now developed are modeled on Western society because that is the data that is fed to them. So whenever you ask AI something, ChatGPT, Gemini, they will give you Western-oriented replies only. Moreover, the concern is that Indian society, some problems are there in Indian society like discrimination, okay, untouchability, okay, hierarchy in the society, caste hierarchy, etc. The fear is that um, the AI systems also start reflecting these inequalities in their replies or in their responses. Then it will, go on continuing. To address that problem, AI must be moral and AI systems shall be moral and ethical systems. Okay. So the Honorable Prime Minister emphasized that fairness, transparency, and human oversight as as a non-negotiable principle in AI design and development. So AI shall be built on the principles like fairness, transparency, and human oversight. They are non-negotiable. Why? Because the inequalities that are there in our present society, they shall not be fed to, or they shall not be, incorporated into the AI systems. Right. Then the government of India, what it has done, if you see the national education policy, it prioritizes digital and AI literacy, integrating computational thinking and AI concepts across educational levels. So amended national education policy incorporates these things. It ensures, further the policy ensures that early exposure to data-driven decision making and ethical AI principles, fostering a culture of innovation while preparing future-ready citizens for a rapidly evolving technological landscape. So, with this education policy, we are making our children ready for AI-driven world in the future. Okay. Apart from that, the ethics are also found powerful public expression at this summit. Okay, how we have recorded a World Guinness Record title for highest number of pledges that have been taken by Indian citizens in a campaign that is organized by the government, taking pledge that you know we abide by the principles, proper principles for artificial intelligence, etc., etc. So within 24 years of time, some 250,000 plus people have taken pledges that are transformed AI from a policy transformed ethical AI from a policy principle into a collective national commitment. Okay. Then, if you see the second pillar of M.A.N.A.V vision, that is accountable governance. What is accountable governance? Transparent rules and a robust oversight. This principle reinforces that trust in AI must be anchored in transparency, robust oversight, and a clear institutional responsibility. Okay. So, what Indian government is doing for this? If you see this heart of uh, India AI mission, okay, which is approved with an outlay of more than 10,300 crore. Okay, we have announced this mission. Okay, you see, this mission not only strengthens compute, data, skilling, and innovation capacity, but also embeds governance mechanisms into the AI ecosystem from the beginning, from the outset. Okay. In this way, by institutionalizing standards for responsible development, deployment, and monitoring of AI systems, this mission, India AI Mission, it ensures structured oversight across public sector applications and emerging technologies. Okay. One second. Right. You see, if you move forward, complementing to this India AI mission or India's AI governance guidelines, in the previous session, I have explained in detail about the India AI guidelines. You can go back and watch that video. It's a 50-minute odd video. You go through that video. Okay. And these guidelines, AI governance guidelines, which establish a people-centered framework rooted in trust, equity, and accountability. Okay, equity, accountability, and fairness. Okay, together these measures, India AI governance guidelines and India AI mission, they create a transparent regulatory architecture that ensures AI systems in India remain explainable, lawful, and aligned with the democratic values and the constitutional principles. Okay. Then, if you see the third pillar of M.A.N.A.V vision, it's a national sovereignty. Okay. So, the Honorable Prime Minister asserted that an AI-driven world, sovereignty extends beyond the territorial boundaries to encompass data, algorithms, and digital infrastructure. Okay. For India, this means securing critical databases, strengthening domestic computer capacity, and fostering indigenous AI model development. We are trying to develop an indigenous AI model. Okay, we are at it. We are trying to develop. Okay, for that we have started several missions. Those include India Semiconductor Mission, then trusted data governance frameworks, and investments in secure digital public infrastructure. All these things reflect commitment to technological self-reliance without digital isolation. Okay. Then, if you go further, by building a resilient domestic capabilities in chips, cloud, and advanced technologies, India is ensuring that it's or our ecosystem remains globally collaborative, but at the same time strategically autonomous, safeguarding economic security and democratic institutions in the age of intelligent systems. This is what we are doing to ensure the third pillar of M.A.N.A.V vision, that is national sovereignty. Then we move forward to the fourth pillar, that is accessible and inclusive AI. It affirms that artificial intelligence must serve as a multiplier for the society and not a monopoly of privileged few. Okay, so AI has to be, or AI systems have to be socialized. They shall not be concentrated in the powerful few, just like the other means of production. Okay, right. So if you see India's digital public infrastructure, it is enabling AI solutions to scale rapidly and affordably across healthcare, education, agriculture, and governance. Then if you go forward, platforms such as Meghraj GI Cloud and the India AI Compute Portal, they are democratizing access to shared computing resources including GPUs, graphical processing units, and tensor processing units, TPUs. Significantly, all these things are significantly lowering entry barriers for the startups and the researchers, and at the same time for the institutions. Excuse me. If you go forward, India AI Coach is also there. It provides databases and AI models across sectors, while the AI Data Labs Network and the National Supercomputing Mission, okay, these are strengthening grassroots skills and high performance computing capability nationwide. So we are doing skill development in these critical segments, and we are developing the human resources. Okay, so collectively, all these initiatives, they ensure that AI innovation India remains broad-based, affordable, and inclusive. Okay. Then, if you see the fifth and the last pillar of M.A.N.A.V vision, it places a trust, safety, and legality at the center of AI development. Okay. The Honorable Prime Minister underscored that AI systems must be verifiable, lawful, and transparent, particularly at a time when deep fakes and synthetic media, these pose risks to democratic discourse and social trust. Okay, so if you see the Information Technology Amendment Rules of 2026, the full name of the rules is IT, Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Amendment Rules 2026. Very, very important rules. I'll try to make another video on these amendment rules, okay? Because very important rules in the changing scenario. Okay, so we will have a separate discussion about them. But these rules, they formally define and regulate synthetically generated content, strengthening accountability in the digital ecosystem. So these guidelines ensure that, or they formally define and regulate the AI generated content. Okay, so in a different video, we will see about the rules. We will elaborately discuss the rules. Okay, if you see at the operational level, the India AI mission's safe and trusted AI pillar, this supports projects focused on bias mitigation, privacy preserving system design, algorithmic audit tools, and risk assessment frameworks. Okay, so in India AI mission, this pillar is also there. Okay, these safeguards translate ethical intent into enforceable standards, ensuring that AI innovation remains credible, responsible, and socially beneficial. So in this way, through M.A.N.A.V vision, the Honorable Prime Minister has articulated more than a vision. He has actually presented a civilizational perspective on artificial intelligence to the world. Okay. Further, by aligning innovation with ethics, governance, and with accountability, sovereignty with openness, inclusion with the scale, and legitimacy with the trust, India is actually shaping an AI future that advances not only technology but humanity itself. So you remember lines like this. You can use them to either introduce your answer or actually to conclude your answer. And if at all an essay comes on artificial intelligence, these lines like these are well suited to conclude your answer with the futuristic vision and with the positive perspective. You can conclude your answer. Okay, so this is all about M.A.N.A.V vision that you have to know. Okay, so this is it for today. Next in the next session we will discuss another topic. Until then, we have a very good time. See you next.